But let's get into the 2024 draft as well. Let's talk about a couple names there and who you guys think might go first overall. Not first overall. What Gators do you think will be drafted, and kind of where do you think? I've got some names here: Jason Marshall, Ricky Pearsall, Princley Umanmielen, Montrell Johnson, Austin Barber, Damian George, potentially Cam Jackson, Jaden Hill. What are those guys? Micah Mazuka is obviously a name too. Tyreek Sapp, if he has a big year. Who do you guys think are some folks that could get drafted? And do you think the Gators have any first-round draft picks on the roster?
First round is going to be tough to come by. Looking at the roster right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's some guys that could possibly play their way into the first round, but don't foresee that. I think Jason Marshall is going to have a big year. Looking forward to his season. Definitely, I think I got him right now like second, third round pick. Just foreseeing what he may. His development. I think he's going to have a huge year, but a lot of Gators going to get drafted next year, but I don't know if we have any solidified first rounders right now on the top of my head,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think first round might be tough. I'm interested to see with Corey Raymond. I don't think his input was taken as much as he wanted last year in terms of the coverages that Florida was playing. And we even said on this show, like, hey, did we just put too much expectation on Jason Marshall? Maybe he's not him. And I think if you start seeing, I think he's a press man corner. And if Florida starts playing him more to his skill set instead of trying to, hey, this is the defense and you need to play this, trying to put him in the best situations, which I don't think he was last year, maybe he plays himself into that. I don't know that like a guy like Princley Umanmielen would sneak into the first round. He'd have to have a monster year, like 13, 14 sacks. But as I said before, he plays a premium position as a pass rusher in the NFL. So guys at his position with proven stats and measurables get drafted in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely looks the part, bro. Like, and being around him this past weekend, bro, like, he's a huge kid, a solidified size. He got NFL pass rusher size. I think he had 5 sacks last year, 10 tackles for a loss. So there's a lot of upside to what he could possibly be. If they moved him around a little bit, he should get more reps this year. If anybody, I think the two that have a shot at going first round will be Jason Marshall and Umanmielen, and we'll see what Cam Jackson could do at defensive tackle. He's getting a lot of hype as well.
Yeah, I think the only other person it was mentioned in the chat too is if Austin Barber has a really good year. He, freshman All-American last year,
premium position,
freshman All AC or SEC, pardon me, premium position. Really depends on the growth from last year to this year. But I think I agree with you guys. I think it'd be tough unless Jason Marshall really improves from last year to this year to go in the first round. Montrell Johnson, I think, could go to the NFL next year. I think that he's probably a third or fourth round guy. Micah Mazuka, even if he has a great year, probably falls in the same situation that we were talking about before, where guards don't go very high in the draft. Where do you guys think that Ricky Pearsall might go?
I think Ricky Pearsall is a third or later.
Mm-hmm.
Third would probably be a ceiling. I love him as a player. And when we were talking on this show about should he leave or should he go, I thought, I don't know what else he proves by coming back to school. Now you might make more money with Florida victorious and through NIL than you would have as a 6th round pick in 2023.
Sure.
And you get some more tape. I think Ricky Pearsall is what he is. He's a really good player, but he's a 6-foot slot receiver in the NFL. We'll find 6-foot slot receivers everywhere.
Yeah,
he's gonna be a money guy. I think like he won't get drafted real high, but once he get into the league, God forbid any injuries, anything like that, what he could do at the slot position is, I think like his route running and the way he moves is a lot like Wes Welker, a lot of guys that play out of the slot. He's gonna make a lot of money once he get there.
Interesting comp there. So
easy comp. I would say
Julian Edelman maybe.
Yeah,
that's a good one as well.
Okay.
I was gonna go Chris Doran, but Chris Doran went outside a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I'm seeing a trend here. Yeah. I see a trend here.
Coach's son.
Yeah.
Lunch
Gym rats.
pail kind of guy.
Blue collar.
Last out kind of guy. Pro Football Focus, their college version has Jason Marshall ranked as the 8th best quarterback prospect in the class of 24.
As not first round.
Walter Football has Ricky Pearsall as the 12th best wide receiver prospect in 2024. And I think, that's really it.